What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Life of a Board Gamer. My name is Daniel, and I should definitely take this off because it is like a million degrees outside, even in here. So, yeah, today we are going to take a closer look at the game called Dreamscape, a game where you are building your own dreams. Super interesting theme. Let's get down to the table. Let me show you how this game looks, and then we'll talk some more about it. Okay, let's check out Dreamscape. So first of all, you have this this is all the solo rules if you want to play solo, and you have the rulebook which explains you how the game works. Mine is a little bit all over the place. The leaves are falling out because it is really used one. And yeah, what you get in this box. Okay, so each player will get one of his player boards in and basically they're all the same. This is just to represent each of the colors that you are playing, but basically everyone has the same board, same everything. And you will be taking all kinds of different discs that I will show you in a minute. You will be playing them on this board, and throughout the cards you will be making different landscapes and whatnot, and try to score the points on cards. And there's some this is like to remember you, that you get some points if you do different things on your turn, stuff like that. So there's these like trees that are super cute. These are like really nice. These are super simple but yet so cute wooden trees. I really like them. And when you are finished with the board, if you have some of these on your board, they look really nice. So next thing we have is the player board, not the player board, the main board. The main board looks like this, and this is where all the discs will go on these spaces down here, depending how many players is playing the game. And you will have your like a dreamer, the guy with little candle. I will show you that in a minute. And you will go and you will move. You can only move to adjacent spaces throughout this board, and you will collect discs that need for creating dreams and everything. But some of these areas gives you some special abilities, so you really want to go like first over here, then over there, all kinds of different things. But yeah, this is how the board looks, and let's continue. So this is like the board where you will have some end game scoring. You will keep the cards here so you can draw from pile 1, 2 or 3, and you have these like this will be your 4 end game scoring goals that you will try to achieve. Before we go to anything else, we have this guy over here. This is like a nightmare guy. He can, if you are really good at this game, you can incorporate this one, and he will be really messing you up, but I don't like it. This is also used in a solo. I never played solo games, so I'm not really sure how it works solo, but I don't like this. The game itself is really interesting and really hard, and thinking this will just make your life a nightmare as it is. So if you are up for some extra challenge, why not? So each of the players will get one of these guys to move on the board. You will also have your little candle, to track how many actions you did this turn. And there's also tokens if you are the number 1, number 2 or number 3 player throughout the game. And these are the scoring tiles. It is at the end game. These will be randomly, you will shuffle them and randomly draw 4 tiles, and you will be trying to do these by the end of the game. There's all kinds of different, this one tells you to be the farthest away from the start space, so there is a start space on each player board. You need to be with your dreamer on the farthest away space, so you will get 6 points if you are, or if you don't have any of the red discs or stuff like that. So these are all kinds of, like for trees, they will get you some extra points and whatnot. So yeah, all kinds of different things. But everything revolves around these cards. And this is for the solo, if I'm not mistaken. So a little cheat sheet to tell you how things work. And so we have level 3, level 2, and level 1 Dreamscape cards. And the beautiful thing is, so these cards represented like the dreams that you need to build with these discs on your board, And what I like about it is that they usually, these discs represent whatever artwork it is over here. So for example, let me just find something that is like super interesting. Like this one says Rocky Bay, and you have some rocks, you have some water, you have some earth around it. It's really really interesting. So where you have like there was this one that was like super super cute, like this lake of wonders, and it is like lake on a, as you can see there's like a deer or whatever the animal it is, and there's lake, it looks like a little bit of like a volcano, and as you can see there's a gray disc underneath it and the blue on top which represents the lake, and these greens will represent this forest. And they do stuff like that, like thematically trying to cover the thing. Like these are like spring lakes, these are two lakes as you can see, and the road in the middle, so they try to represent it with discs like brown disc, green disc, two blue discs, like two of the spring lakes, but you get the idea. And of course some of these, and of course all of these cards have some special abilities that you can use to activate some, move discs around, get some extra discs from the bag and whatnot. And yeah, basically that's that. And of course, as you progress through these cards, number one are super easy, two are like so-so, and then you have these number three, which can be really, really hard to accomplish. But if you can do it, it's like 20 points against 7 points for level 1 card. And yeah, that's that. That's everything that comes in the game of Dreamscape. Okay, so that was Dreamscape, and I must say, artwork for this game is just absolute delight for your eyes. It is so very well representing the dreams. I don't know, when I'm looking at artwork, I'm really thinking this is how the dreams should look. This is the palette of the colors the dreams should have, and it is just stunningly gorgeous artwork. And yeah, the gameplay itself, the gameplay is very very interesting stuff. I really like how everything works. So basically you have these cards that are your dreams, and you need to put collect these discs throughout these realms of dreams, or however they are called. And you have to collect these discs. There are some of course rules how you can collect those, and when you collect them, some of them you can keep to the next round, but most of them you must use on your board. You have like your, as you saw, your player board where you put those discs, and you need to build the whatever the card is representing. And you need to think in advance, because you will get some other cards and you will need to incorporate these, because sometimes when most of the times when you put those discs there, they will probably stay there. There is option to move them around to make your new dreams come true, but basically you really need to think about what you want to collect, what cards do you want to take when you are taking extra next cards, next dreams that you want to fulfill or dream. I don't know, it is super weird to talk about this game in general, but yeah, you collect these tokens, and you will put them on your board. And what I love about this game is that these discs are represented in a game, in the artwork, so to say, on a card. So if it says like two mountains with a lake in the middle, you will have like two stacks of gray discs, and in the middle it will be a blue disc. Those gray discs will represent the mountain, and the blue discs will represent the water. So they're thematically always looking like the thing you are trying to build on the card that you are dreaming about. And I just like that the way the game works, the interaction between players, because it depending what type of tokens, what type of discs other players pick up, then they maybe enable you to move freely from space to space, because you have 4 actions on your turn, and you need to really think what you want to do with your 4 actions, and how you want to collect those tokens, what you want to do with them. There are some powers that you can activate to switch tokens up to help you a little bit, so to kind of mitigate a little bit if somebody, like for example, you want to go on that space and you need to go there for free because you need some actions for something else, and you other players just take discs that enables you to move free in that spot, and now you cannot move free, you need to spend action, and that doesn't work for you. But luckily there are options to mitigate that, to switch some tokens up and maybe add some tokens or draw tokens from the bag, put them on a table or stuff like that. And I really really enjoy it. The Dreamscape is really fun game. I enjoyed it so much that I wholeheartedly recommend you to check it out because it is really a great game. There are a few smaller expansions that unfortunately I don't own yet, and now I am super interested in those expansions. I really want to know how they work, what they bring new to the table. Fingers crossed I'm able to find them. And yeah, thank you all for watching. That is that. Check out this game if you want some awesome games about building your dreams, because this is really unique theme, great artwork, great gameplay, such mesmerizing gameplay. And yeah, that is that. Join me next time when we are going to try and play board games in our sleep on live stream. Until then, pozdrav. Welcome to the life of a board gamer. My name is Daniel. It is what? Overheat myself. I'm sweating as it is. So much info. Would want to wake up. I would want to dream the life out of me. English is my second language. Sorry.